Hi, in this video we're going to be unboxing the new Archos 5.0 Oxygen smartphone. Now Archos is a name that some of you may be very familiar with and others of you might not know who they are at all. Well, Archos are quite a well-known and quite respected company that were producing MP3 players and MP4 players several years ago, just before Apple kind of took the world by storm with the iPod, and portable MP3 players were a big thing. Archos were one of the best known manufacturers for them, and they continue to create MP4 players, multimedia players, personal entertainment systems, and have done for several years. In recent years they've moved on to tablets. My housemate in particular has an Archos tablet. It's a fantastic bit of kit. They produce generally good specification machinery at an affordable price, and that is what we're going to find out here with the 5.0 Oxygen as they're moving on into smartphones now. So a quick look at the specs on the back of the box. We have got 4.22 Jelly Bean, so we're not quite up to date with 4.3, but very close, and Archos have always tended to be quite good at their support, so I would assume some updates coming from them once this is on the market and available to buy. We have 3G standard, so we don't have any 4G LTE on the 5.0, but that will be reflected in the price point when these go on sale next year. So it won't be priced up to compete with the 4G phones. It will be priced as a 3G device. They're still capable of HSDPA+. So still got the high data speeds on 3G. We've got a 5-inch multi-touch display. It's full HD, 1920 by 1080. So as we'll see when we turn this on in a bit, very bright, very clear screen and good high resolution. We want a 1.5 gig quad-core processor. So this isn't a Qualcomm processor. This isn't one of the Snapdragons. It's a MediaTek processor. I believe it's the 6589 model. If you want to take a look at that one, if you're a spec fiend and you want to find out what it can do and what it's capable of. But still, for the layman, a very high-speed quad-core processor that keeps it up to scratch with all the other devices on the market that it's going to be competing against. 13 megapixel rear camera and 5 megapixel front camera, so a huge front camera. I think the only company I can remember recently with a 5 meg front was Huawei. Can't remember exactly which device it was. Might have been the P6. But yeah, if so, for video calls and the such, and yeah, personal selfies, 5 megapixels, nice high resolution. And other specs, MHL, Bluetooth 4, FM radio, and we're Google Play registered. Right, let's get them out the box. Take a look. There's the handset himself. Let's pop him down. Take a look at the accessories first. And a full suite in here. What have we got? There's your charging block. That is a 1 amp, standard 1 amp charger. So that might not be suitable for other devices you have knocking about. There's your micro USB data cable, set of headphones, as is now fast disappearing, a full manual by the looks of it. Warranty and full manual. Don't see that very often. Warranty assistance card, SIM ejection tool down there. And here, something that you won't find in many phones, a USB on-the-go cable. The kind of accessory that might cost you a few quid, that you might not have knocking about, maybe not even realise that many phones can do it. Plug that into the micro USB port on the bottom, and use this end. You can put in memory sticks, input devices such as mice sometimes. Memory sticks, card readers though, for certain. USB on the go supported and included in the box. Very nice to see. Another example of Archos as a long-term and well-respected hardware manufacturer, providing a full suite of accessories with their device. So, onto the handset itself. Let's peel off the plastic here. So this is our 5-inch screen on the front. Now, weight-wise, it's not the lightest device, but it's by no means very heavy. It's got a nice smooth back to it, so no cheap plastic. This looks like it's a matte finish. It's got a kind of speckly appearance, but nice and smooth in the hand. I've played with this for a little while, and it definitely doesn't have, it doesn't heat up or anything like that particularly much, so this doesn't transfer much heat. This is a nice finish on there to hold. Right, we've got dual flash for the camera, very good. And there's our 13 megapixel rear camera. The only branding, Archos on the back. There's no branding on the front at all. All we've got on the front is our sensors and front facing camera. Power button here on the right. Volume rocker on the left. Headphone socket on the top. Your SIM tray is in there. Let's just check if that's a micro SIM. I expect it is. Let's get that SIM tool out. I haven't played with this very long, so I haven't had it on a mobile network yet. Open you up, come on. There we go. It is, by all looks, yes, it's going to be a micro SIM to pop that in there. Yeah, it's a micro SIM in there. Just pop that back on the top. And there is a micro USB port on the bottom. And that is all the ports. There's a speaker. There's a speaker on the back rear side. So let's take a look at the phone itself. Turn on. So I've filled the home screen with a few apps to play with. The buttons on the bottom, Archos have decided to go for a home button, menu button and a back button, so that's very similar to Samsung's design on the Galaxies. So they haven't decided to go for the Android specific soft key approach on the bottom of the screen, which takes up a little bit of real estate. They've decided to go for a full screen, soft keys on the bezel. So very Samsung approach there. And we have pretty much a stock Android 4.2 experience here. There's very little that's been changed. There's a few extra applications which you won't find on any other device, mainly the Archos Music and the Archos Video. Now, Archos, coming from a personal media background with MP3, MP4 players for several years, they have had many years to develop and fine-tune their software, their media software. So the music applications and the video applications are extremely well formed. They've got very good UIs, they've got very good support for codecs and all types of files. They're among the best applications for playing video and music that you will find on many smartphones. It's something that I hope Archos actually play up to when they advertise and market this device next year, that multimedia on this 5.0 and on their other ranges of devices is some of the best. Now, a few other little things. There's a notebook application. There's an application straight away for wireless input devices that will turn on Bluetooth. So there's a straight little app just to help you get those connected rather than going directly into the Bluetooth settings. FM radios included is a nice little touch for some people. And that is pretty much it. In terms of software tweaks, for the rest of it, it is a stock Android 4.2.2 device. No other tweaks there. So there we have it. That is the Archos 5.0 Oxygen. Pricing next year. We haven't got a retail price for it yet, or an exact release date. If you're interested in this, stick close to our blog. We'll be posting more information about it soon. And hopefully with a price and available to order come the new year. Thanks for watching.